Eh. Ah. Hello, Speed Gaming. I'll start in just a moment. Hello, Speed Gaming, and welcome to the weekly cross game clash or CGC's race. We have Dacian and Hukarius versus Avina and Feisty. I don't know the team names. But
That's all right. That's why I'm here.
I'm joined by Marion.
I'm
Hello,
back.
Marion.
You might have seen me over in the Echoes tournament in that little commentator's booth. But my service has been requested here today for the Cross Game Cup for our weekly for this wonderful Sunday evening.
Yep.
As Malin was explaining, we have two teams going head to head, one player on Prime, one on Echoes. Whichever team beats both of their games first will be declared the winner. Timer has been started. Over on the left side of your screen with Dacian and Lucarius, we have partners in Prime. On the right side with Avina and Feisty, we have the Virtual Souls.
Yep.
Now, immediately starting off, Prime is going to have some big things they can do. Malin, take it away.
Prime has a scan disk you can do to instantly go to Alcove, which is one of the first items, if basically not first item in the entire game. Depends on what happens. Alcove's
It's,
flamethrower, which is kind
just
of
going
useless, but alright, anyway.
Hey, just get your validation right away. Why not?
Yeah.
And we appear to be having
Oh, Ice
some
Beam!
ice beam already behind ship. Huh.
Yeah.
We appear to be having a
Um,
restream error. Feisty does not appear to be moving.
uh-oh.
He's
And
either
Avina being validated, and Avina being validated. Other than that, I think mostly for the frame side, it's just going to Chosen Ruins and seeing what's in there. Typically, we find missiles pretty early, but who can really know? Most likely they're expansions, but either way, having missiles is good. It seems like Restream is having a bit of an issue. No, it's not Restream having an issue, it's... Huh, okay. Like,
All right. So while we try to get that figured out, let's.
oh,
Yeah, we've pinged Jay. We're gonna see if anything can get done with that, since Jay is our speed gaming representative for today.
yeah.
With that being said, right away on the Echo side, there's a few things we can do early on. We do have a handful of checks. The biggest thing on the Echo side, they really need to find Violet Translator. That's one of the biggest things to break open the early game.
Yep. Like I said before I cut out and realized a bit of technical difficulties on my side. Yeah. We do need missiles in frame side. And, oh, there's Amber.
Amber
And there's
Translator on
missile
Hive
launcher.
Mecha.
Ooh. And an out of logic missile launcher. Interesting. Well, it's exclusively not required by Prime because you can't set that as a setting. It's still interesting regardless that we need Space Jump and Echo Side for a logical missile launcher.
Yeah, Amber Translator is going to be amazing once we get over to Aegon Waste, which is the first big area. And Temple Grants is more of a hub world. So once we get to Aegon, we'll be in pretty good position. The problem is we need the Violet Translator in order to do that, unless we start with it.
Yeah.
Nope, looks like we have that gate is automatically unlocked today.
Yep. That being said, before before syncing up the rest of the timers or whatnot, hopefully syncing up the rest of it, there was a trick that Dacian did to try to get. Oh, they're screwed back. Okay. There was a trick that Dacian was trying to do to see peeking what was in that tunnel with just a missile. It's fairly recent trick. So it didn't seem like there was anything.
Alrighty, so that being said, somehow, where did Lucarius get screw attack from?
Lucarius got screw attack from the elevator. Near the elevator in Aegon.
That was the Aegon. That was the elevator to go to Aegon entrance.
Yeah.
Okay, transport to Aegon then for screw. That's really, really good to have.
Yeah.
And there's some sort of missiles over here on Avena's side, which you're trying to get out of. What is Avena trying to do here, Malin?
Avena is trying to do something that we can't really do because we don't have morph, but I'm guessing trying to get that missile because it for an expansion purposes, but I really don't actually know what they're doing. I don't think this is an Astro trick, especially with that morph. Yeah. Because I don't think you can do it with that morph. From what I'm aware.
Yeah.
Also, they stand getting an artifact somewhere, and we missing hints, which kind of sucks, but I guess we'll figure them out later.
Yeah, there's just so many. We're just having some slight technical difficulties on the restream today, it seems.
Yeah.
Oh boy, because now that's. I've got no words for it.
Actually, what am I doing? I can go check.
Well, regardless, there's Prime Space Jump hiding on the Aegon Sand Cache. That's hard locked behind Amber Translator, which is locked over in Hive Mecha. And I would get the information that Amorbus is hiding an energy transfer module. So we know Amorbus is half done.
Oh, so I figured out where we got the artifacts from.
Where was that hiding?
Vanilla.
Oh, Artifact Temple had an artifact. Look at that.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like Dacian got checked. Dacian scanned the hints, but didn't check them yet, so.
And Lucarius found a power bomb expansion somewhere. It was set somewhere. That's the only reason why we're able to do Bomb Guardian right now. Now, here's the problem Lucarius is going to run into. We only have one power bomb. So if we use the power bomb here on the fight, we have to get a power bomb drop since we have no space jump.
Seems like Feissy's having an issue with Twitch Restream. That's why it's not streaming at all.
Oh, nope, screw attack. And morph ball bombs.
Huh.
So
interesting.
Never mind, we don't have to do anything. Bombs would have gotten us out anyway. Right behind Vault.
Yep. Yeah.
And thanks to Amber, we get more information, which tells us Light Beam is an in-cache something.
Unlimited beam ammo to lose. Okay, Lucarius. Okay, interesting.
Oh, and that's why we can't do the restream. There's a probability that Feisty stream is running at too high of a frame rate, and we're unable to pull it.
Well, the Twitch stream in general is just not working on Feissy's.
Hi, vey. Gotta love technology, folks.
It's not even because it's running at 180. It's just because it's not the Twitch stream isn't working at all for Feisty, from what I'm aware. So yeah, that's not good.
But we can keep up to date with what's happened due to how far Avena's gotten. You know, based on the equipment they're getting.
Okay, Sonic Boom and Echoes on Space Jump. Okay.
Echo Space Jump on the mining station access. That's a great position for it, especially with missiles in hand. That'll get us right into Aegon Labs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Forgotten Bridge, Chapel of Elders. Okay. Cashby, Cat West. Okay. Tower Chamber. That's not bad, actually.
Yeah, and then Cargo Freight Lift.
Vault,
and Sank Vault.
Cache
Ouch.
Okay.
Well, interesting locations.
Yep. All interesting little locations. Not too terrible on the Prime side, at least. And not too terrible on the Echo side, either.
No, and if I'm correct, I believe these weeklies do allow the usage of out of bounds movement.
Yeah.
So if
I think
that's
they do, yes.
if that's fair, then we might be seeing some wonderful tricks to bypass some
Speaking
doors.
of wonderful tricks, I just realized Prime doesn't have Morph Ball yet.
No, and that's going to lock Avena due to lack of space jump.
And that's gonna lock Dace because they don't have much to do either. Aside from maybe a few things you can do. I think 2 checks, one of them going basically out of bounds to get it from the other side. But other side, there's not much that the Prime players can do right now that doesn't involve Morph.
All right, well, on the bright side, at least Echoes does have movement. Unfortunately, we have received word back from SpeedGaming. Multiple technicians have attempted to pull Feissy's feed. Unfortunately, it is not possible for them to pull it. It is not a SpeedGaming issue. So. Unfortunately, we do not have a resolution as of this moment. So for all Echoes, if you're interested in that, we will have to take our attention strictly to Lucarius on the left side.
Yeah.
We did see a famous out of bounds over by Dacian to skip that plasma beam door in the top of whatever that room is. Malin, you know Prime more than I do.
So that door is the door all the way up top of Rikiv.
Yeah.
That door is an interesting little door, especially if you don't have Morph Ball. Because if you don't have Morph Ball, you can very much get plucked in there.
Oh, that's always wonderful to have.
And it kind of sucks. Other than that, didn't seem like it was anything for Dace or Lucarius from what I'm seeing, so. That's what. Dace doesn't have much to do in regards to Prime, so we're looking at Echoes right now until Prime gets more full or Various. Well, okay, you can peek stuff with in Prime, but you can't really get it. From what I'm aware. It's just a very easy way to get soft locked. If you don't know what you're doing. Like, and just a missile, so nothing too important.
Yeah, but here we're seeing haven't seen out of bounds in forever due to the Echoes tournament, so it's nice to see that once again. So two different tricks going on here on the left, both with partners in Prime. We'll see Dacian moving out of bounds to bypass all these wave beam doors, while Lucarius is shooting an invisible hitbox in front of a statue.
Oh, I forgot that room's superheated. Oh, okay. There goes. That's the end of Ace's adventures.
As far as Lucarius goes, currently we're in a room known as Judgment Pit. There's a boss fight here with Jump Guardian. Every time we enter this room, there's Jump Guardian's hitboxes immediately spawned in before the cutscene. So if we manage to hit that hitbox, we can get Jump Guardian down to 1 hit point, start the fight, and the fight is practically over in a heartbeat. And that's a Powerbomb expansion sent to Prime.
If only we had Morph Ball.
Yeah, that's the biggest hindrance right now for both Prime players. They need Morph Ball to do 90% of their game.
It's not even 90%. It's literally just to do anything in the game, especially under the circumstances that they don't have very many E-tanks to go down to Magmore to peek the items.
All right, so now Lucarius is going through Crossroads, going for a safe station, lacking no dark beam. So looks like we're done here on this Jump Guardian loop. We're just going to head right back to Light Aegon. Meanwhile, Dacian continuing through Chozo. We're looking for that infamous Morph Ball. And now Dacian's trying to do this. He's trying to do a heat run here. Can't take too much damage.
Yeah.
No, he's got no room for it.
You can't really make it with only 2 E-tanks, sadly.
He attempted it, though. I'll give him props for that.
Yeah.
Oh, and Incash 1 had Light Beam. Oh, it looks like we have Feisty Stream back and ready for action.
Woo! Okay, cool.
Alright, so...
Light Beam in Ink... And where now? Incash 1?
Incash 1, yeah.
Huh. Okay.
You know, many rounds of applause to the SpeedGaming crew for all their wonderful help in setting up these events. Yeah, they deserve a lot of praise for it. But here we see Avina doing the same thing that we saw Dacian do earlier in Root Cave. We're using invisible platforms to our benefit, and we're just gonna jump through an invisible wall.
Well, not the invisible wall. There's no invisible wall there.
Well, you can see the wall.
It's the other room.
Oh well, that shows how much I know about Prime.
Going up the top of the roof to get that item is like invisible platforms, but the room behind it is you can do it without Morph Ball. It's very tricky though.
Nope. And Dacian's going for another heat run over in Magmore. No various suit, only 2 energy tanks.
Oh, I know why Dacian's doing this. Okay, that's Boot. That's Spider Ball. Dacian, just get it.
Alright, so Luca now has Spider Ball. That'll help us out when we reach... nothing. Can't do much with Spider and Temple Grounds. That does route in Stank Entrance once we find Boost Ball.
Yeah. No, well done to Dace getting it though. Regardless, that's very tricky even with 2 E-tanks. Very tricky to do first try and to be heat running at the same time. Yeah, and yeah, nice beams just under the ship.
Oh, it appears Quadraxis is dead.
God is dead. Vanilla Dan too. Yeah. It seems like on Venus side, they were trying to peek what was in the tree, but I guess doing other things as well. Getting that sonic boom, which isn't really helpful, but it's there.
And unfortunately, Dacian is currently stuck in what we call BK mode, and is unable to progress until receiving 1 item. We need that Morph Ball to continue movement. Now, where is Morph Ball? Well, there's a handful of checks that Lucarius can do right now. With that power bomb, that opens up, logically, this check here, Dynamo Chamber. And logically speaking, we can get into, what do you call it? We can get GFMC Compound, get both the crate and the ship item. Cobalt Translator on Dynamo, that'll be great when we get to Sanctuary later. Communications area is open, we can... Oh, if Lucarius wants to go for it, we could do Grand Wind Chamber skip.
Oh, is that power bombs then? Oh, that's power bombs on Venus side. Ooh. Interesting. On one side we have landing site having ice beam, on the other we have power bombs. Interesting. Both prime players still waiting on the. Oh, morph balls in GMFC. Okay.
Oh, there it is.
Okay. That gets Dace moving. Though now I'm wondering if Dace is gonna go back to Ruined Shrine. Or I even checked it at all. Cause if there is if that is main PBs on a Venus side, if she goes back out of the menu, that's interesting. Especially for what logic could entail. Because while it's not likely that that Zoid could be bombs, it could be a possibility that Zoid has prime bombs. Whether that be the item behind it or the item that it has. Athena, please. That. Ooh, yeah, that is main power bombs. Okay.
And unfortunately, to get those based on the Morph Ball, Vicey needs to defeat Jump Guardian, which we have already, and go all the way back to JFMC Compound to get the ship's item. So
Yep.
Avena's looking at a good 5-minute wait minimum.
Yeah. That being said, that is main PBs for Prime, so... Huh. It's possible that Zoid has bombs. It is possible. An Aegon key and on the Curious side. I don't know why they didn't just pick it up considering they have bombs, but whatever. Not Broom Closet, that's Transport Beer. Oh no, wait, yeah, there is a... Oh, yeah, that's Transport Beer. How's that? That's a spider roll. That's a prime spider roll. Okay.
That's one heck of a place to put a spider ball. Just put it right by a spider ball track.
Yeah.
Pretty
Means
good
that
position.
we don't have to come back here later, but...
Yeah, but you get the item at the top of this room without having to make a detour.
Yeah.
That depends if this item's worth it or not.
Oh, it's
absolutely.
Ooh.
Oh,
that's
that
not
is
good.
That's huge for Dacian.
Yeah. The thing is, those are in logic too because the main power bombs in Ruined Shrine, so that's kind of a yikes. I'm wondering what this is as well. Dismissals. Okay. Not worth it. Not exactly. Prime is not entirely unlocked. Especially with how the Prime draw system is, but regardless, you still need a handful of things even to get the fun.
And another Dark Aegon key. Well, we know the location of all of them now. Got one on Transport B, one on here. Nope, we're still missing.
No, we're not missing the weather transfer bead. Lucaris just didn't pick it up.
That's fair.
So, yeah, we have all treasure runes at least. Well, the vast majority of it. As
And
I learned the other day.
and that should route us. I mean, with Dacian having 40 tanks now, if he wants to play it risky, now that we have Morph Ball, we could do some more heat runs through Magmor to route into Fendrana.
I don't think that's possible with only 4. I think you need at least 6.
Ah.
Like, unless you're like a Tassel god, you need at least 5 or 6 to get the fun. With that Varia. But yes, Tower of Bombs. It could be Tower of Bombs, it could be Tower of Light, it could be Tower of Progression. It could be an SDK, because why wouldn't it be an SDK? Yeah, it's always needed somehow.
Yep, and as we climb the tower...
Seems like Dace is just going for it, and not peeking the item, which is fair.
Great time for a hiccup to happen. Thanks, stream. Perfect timing.
Well, it didn't seem like anything.
Had it have been for Dacian, there's nothing sent over to Lucarius.
Yeah.
Oh, Artifact of Warrior.
Yeah, we knew where that was, because it was in Tower Chamber.
Oh, hey, more artifacts are always useful, just as another power bomb expansion will help Lucarius out.
Yeah.
And unfortunately over on... What is this? Virtual Souls, that's what they're called. Virtual Souls is currently stuck in Prime again. Same place Dacian was. No Morph Ball.
The top of Tower of Light was nothing. It was literally nothing, so... It was just Tower Chamber.
Well, Lucarius has a lot of stuff they can do now. I mean, granted, we don't have Dark Beam, so that will put a small hiccup in our plans. Oh, but Ing Reliquary has a missile-related upgrade. Well, we know they can't be Seekers, so it's nothing for Echoes. And the sad thing with Lucarius, due to the lack of Light Beam and Dark Beam, we have no fast ways of doing Aegon Labs. We're leaving behind a handful of checks, and if main reactor has nothing, then that's most likely going to be a save warp out of Aegon.
Yep.
But it looks like Dace is attempting to get this item here underneath the water.
Yep. Getting the item underwater. Doing the standable that actually no, not getting this item underwater. I know what they're doing. Oh, we have bombs on Prime side now, so that's good at least.
Well, these bombs have finally been sent over. Well,
Yeah.
so that would have been in bioenergy production.
Yeah. Dacian is going to check the item up here and try to get into late Chozo, considering you kind of don't want to fight the ghosts, especially if you have to run back here anyway. Fighting the 3 ghosts is not preferable, so doing this instead is good.
That was Echo's missile launcher.
That's gross, actually. That is some gross logic.
Oh, but hold on. Feisty just found something in Windchamber Grandway.
Ooh,
That's
Dark
Dark
Visor.
Visor. Yes. Dark Visor is
Alright.
heavily used. And Lucarius is out of bounds for 2 reasons. Number one, we have gone out of bounds here in bioenergy. This way we can go around the room and peek the item here in storage C. If this item is useful, there is an extremely precise trick that we can do to get out. Thankfully, we don't need that light ammo. We're good.
Yeah. Thankfully, we have unlimited beam ammo, and they don't have light beam or dark beam anyway, so it's not that useful.
And now, second reason we did out of bounds was there's this morph ball puzzle here. You expect it to go all the way around, but we went out of bounds and destroyed the blocks so that we can just go right through.
Yep.
And just skip this entire terrible puzzle.
Yeah. And now Dayson's in the back of Talon, which isn't really unexpected, but there's not much they can do here. Especially with only well, especially without boost. Because you can't need boost unless you really want to do a precise bomb jump to get in and out of life growth. It's not fun, trust me.
I will take your word for it. Speaking of boost ball, Lucarius is over in sand processing, which normally we need boost ball for, but instead Lucarius just did a first attempt skip at it by doing a triple bomb space jump into a screw attack.
Oh, yeah, we have screws so we can I can't screw into the crystals at least.
Well, yes and no. Yes, screw attack does work on certain crystals, but the problem is that screw attack will only work on main reactor's crystal for Aegon.
Yeah.
If you attempt to go through the security station access hall, those crystals are hard locked to be dark beam. We cannot screw attack those 2 crystals.
It's really strange.
So the storage D item happens to be ammo expansion. We don't need that.
Yeah.
And Avena has found their wave beam on top of the spider ball track, with Feisty making the first steps into Umos.
Morphle related upgrade. Ooh, and Dark Oasis. That's most likely just a power bomb, but yeah.
Oh, there's Dark Beam. Nope, we are not save warping out. We are not warp. We are not warping. Cancel that warp. That was a perfectly timed
time.
Dark Beam.
Yep. Where was that Dark Beam? And oh, it's in Furnace. Interesting.
If this immediately lets us get storage B, we can get Ink Cache 4, and we can go right to Dark World if we want, and that should allow us to get the light beam off of Ink Cache 1. So, pretty perfect there. And now Dacian is fighting Zoid. And speaking of pretty perfect, how about a dark suit on Doomed Entry of all things? And it looks like Avina's located some sort of translator over in Vault. Oh, hello.
Oh, Seekers. Hi, Zoid. You have Seekers. Why do you have Seekers?
Seekers off of Zoid. That's an interesting time to find them.
Yeah.
With Aegon, do they help? Well, they get one check that opens up Mining Station B so that we can get that item, which is okay, but Mining Station B takes a little bit of time to backtrack to.
Yep.
But the good part about that, it gets us our Torvis access, though.
Yeah. Torvis access, and it's kind of hard required to beat the game.
Well, yes, that too. I mean, that's fair.
That's the extent. Oh, light beam. Wait.
Vanilla light
beam.
Yeah, we got the hint for that a while ago.
Oh yeah, we did. That that sucks. Anyway, Dacian doing a skip to not do the puzzle and going to Flagra, which isn't particularly a bad idea, but not entirely sure what would make him want to do this other than Novaria. But technically, we could do the back of Magmore as of right now as well. That would work just fine.
Yeah, but with Flagra being right here, I mean, you might as well do the checks that you can, and that's prime super missiles on Battleground. So Dacian's just about to receive their supers. Meanwhile, back on the Troubled Souls, Avina and Feisty Virtual Souls, not Troubled Souls, I wrote that wrong. Feisty's moving back through Aegon Wastes. Congratulations, thanks to us having Space Jump, we're able to get through labs. This will get us our Light Beam if Avina sends Dark Beam soon. Because us finding Light Beam is solely based on how fast Feisty gets either Dark Beam or Annihilator. Or Supers if we want to take the law. Well, no, we can't even do that. Battleground's hard locked on. Double Path is locked by Light Beam on top and bottom.
Yeah. So Avina needing to get that Dark Beam rather soon. Which, I don't remember where Dark Beam was. My memory has failed me. I don't remember where Dark Beam was, and that's not good.
It was over in Furnace.
Ah, Furnace. Needing to get over to Furnace. This Prime Super's in tow. This makes this check in logic now, which is very interesting. Regardless. Oh, there's Emerald Translator.
Yep, so we know the location of all translators now.
Yeah. Yeah. The Ghosts are in logic now, considering the supers, yeah. Which is interesting, especially since before Daystone did while Daystone was doing Flagles, Ghost wasn't in logic, and now that they are, it's a little bit of an interesting logic chain that may or may not come. We'll see. But also Tree. Don't forget to check the Tree.
And it looks like Avina's just sent over Echo's main missile launcher and has gone back into Crash Frigate. Or Frigate Crash Site, whatever y'all call this place.
Crash site, yeah. Frigate crash site. Doesn't seem like... Well, yeah. Really it's anything. Doesn't seem like Dave's got anything from the Ghost either, from what I'm looking at, so...
And a neat tank off a mining station B. Carries pulled off a fantastic first try triple bomb jump.
That's Violet!
Oh! Various suit has been located.
Alright.
Torvis.
Abandoned work site. Okay.
We have complete access to that right now.
That's probably where they... Well, with that hint, Lucaris is probably just gonna go there after doing these checks. Because we kinda need Varia, unless they wanna do some ridiculous stuff.
Yeah, if I was Lucarius in this situation, I would start making a line for Torvis. Either A, go through underground tunnel, take the back entrance and try to do reverse gate skip, although that's a little troublesome. Or B, thanks to light beam in hand, we could do a save warp to Temple Grounds, take a little bit of Violet translator information, and go in through the front door of Torvis through Lagoon.
Yeah. Because that VAR is very much needed right now. Also, oh no, I'm freezing both Echo sets. Oh no, what will we do? Oh. Yeah. So with that Varia suit now, Jace is probably just gonna set themselves up to go to get into Magmore and wait for that Varia, or just do a little bit of scan dashing to get to the back half of Magmore and go into Fen. Which I guess it is possible that it is entirely possible with that Varia suit now that the artist isn't logic. Is well coming into logic anyway. Yep. For anyone that doesn't know, the back half of Magmore is not superheated for some reason. Because I don't think the devs ever expected you to get back here without Varia, so they just never superheated the rooms. It leads into an interesting situation where you can just go through the basically half of Magmore without needing Varia's suit.
And it looks like Lucarius has done the out of bounds method over in Torvis Plaza, based on flipping through the door. And we're just going to walk all the way around this, most likely. What are we doing here? Why are we doing this? Most likely to bypass the super door and get into a Great Bridge.
Yeah.
Or we're doing this to get into Torvis Energy Controller, which would also bypass the super door requirement.
Yeah. Right, yep. Bypass the super requirement and, well, it would be easier just to do this than wait for supers, which... Ooh, question is, where's supers?
I haven't the faintest idea, but supers are a major progression item in the entirety of Torvis. But yeah, it looks like we're doing this just to get into Torvis Energy Controller, and we're going to hit the door backwards so that we destroy the super lock on it. Meanwhile, Dacian has just entered Fendrana Drift for the first time, while Lavina sent over Violet Translator to Feisy, which Feisy's using to continue throughout Aegon. Granted, Violet does nothing in Aegon, but it'll be useful when we take a safe warp later.
Dace gonna get this item and then fight Thardus, I guess? That's kind of awkward, but I guess it makes sense.
Oh, Torvus Energy just had a missile, but maybe the information from Mavok has anything which says, oh,
What?
a suit can be found in Dark Aegon. That could be the Doomed Entry one that we found.
It
Or,
probably is a doomed entry one, because otherwise I don't. I think he cleared the most of Dark Aegon, didn't they? Since they
he
got
did.
Dark Aegon.
Yeah, he did, but lack of Dark Visor.
Yeah, we don't have thermal, but well, actually, yeah, we don't have thermal. I forget that the logic they actually changed the logic thanks to someone that you actually need thermal for this fight in beginner. The one change that I always forget, and thank God for that change. I don't know. This is going to do us backwards because we can't really get in through the front unless we want to fight a bunch of giant rocks that look like a bunny. I mean Thardas. So we're gonna do that instead. We're gonna just go through the back of labs instead.
And unfortunately, due to Feisty not having Dark Beam, they're unable to progress further throughout this side of Aegon Labs, and they will have to go backwards to get out. That's big information for the curious. The Dark Visor being in Temple. That'll be huge if we have any Dark Visor checks to do.
Yeah. Doesn't seem like there's too many Dark Visor chests right at the moment.
Now, the real big one would be Battleground, and thanks to Seekers, we could do a Cursed Lake.
Yeah.
There's various suit. Great,
Yeah,
we're getting our get our heat resistant suit in the ice world.
Yeah, we totally just skipped out doing because we just decided to not wait. We decided to go fast, so not waiting. And Dace here and doing a very specific thing, which is an interesting quirk about that door. The way that Dacer was trying to, what Dacer was doing was avoiding the trigger for the pirates fight because the trigger is always there until you actually trigger it, or a certain other state in labs, which we haven't triggered because that item was kind of useless. Gravity boost. Suddenly, gravity boost. Which I think Dacian was trying to get and then fell off. There it is. Gravity boost for echoes.
And at the same time, a thermal visor has been sent over.
Yeah, Dace, that door doesn't open because you activated this layer for the first time, sorry.
Yeah, Dacian and Lucarius have some impeccable timing with each other, setting gravity boost over as soon as we enter Taurus Lagoon. That saved us from trying to do air underwater.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Lagoon, Thermal is in Lagoon, so I guess the Thardas fight looks mighty interesting right now. And there's an SDK. So Super's actually being required for this seed. That's amazing. As the pirates don't bully Dacer to death.
And unfortunately, Feisty was unable to get sand processing skip due to lack of boost ball. We couldn't get the skip due to a little bit of mishaps with our triple bomb jumps.
Except it was sent after doing it. Yeah, don't worry about it. They totally had gravity boost, so it's fine. It's fine. But let's just say they had gravity boost before getting the thermal. It's alright.
Oh, and there's the keys to Dark Aegon Temple. Thank you, game. We've already located those.
And Avina doing a very fun trick that I would never recommend to someone and quitting after the first try. That's completely fair. So the very fun trick for Lifer was trying to basically double bomb jump up that slope without boost ball, and it's not very fun. Especially trying to get out of that's the less fun part. If you feel getting up there. Ooh, progressive suit somewhere. Oh,
That was the
basic
doomed
wood.
that was the doomed entry one.
Eh. Might as
Yeah.
well nowadays seeing what's over there. Doesn't seem like anything useful.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say the trick Avina was trying to do on that half pipe. It's a one and done. If you miss it, you're not getting back out.
Yeah.
But in other news, Lucarius entering Dark Dwarvis Bog for the first time. This will get us around to get Putrid Alcoves, Cache A, Cache B. Can't do Cache B, that's locked behind Supers. But we can get some useful information off of here.
An artifact being sent to this. Eat.
So we're coming up to our 1 hour mark here. This race been going head to head, but neck and neck, both teams being fairly close to each other.
Yeah. But I would say that Dace and Lucarius are kinda in the lead, unless something in Great Temple just... Oh. Well,
Oh
that's not
no.
good.
Boost ball locked behind the ice.
That's not good.
Well, we definitely need Plasma Beam to get that.
Yeah.
And with
We don't know if
Echoes...
we don't know if we need anything. We don't know if we need anything for boost ball yet. Well, not for boost ball, with boost ball, but
Well, a lot of half pipes are hard required. Well, not a lot. There's very few that need boost ball. If we're doing Torvis Plaza, it's highly recommended to have boost ball. If we try to do Plaza Access, that definitely needs boost ball. It just depends on the location and what's required. But speaking of which, Lucarius has gone out of bounds in Dark Torvis Temple by clipping through a door. And we're going to use this to check Cache B to see what this item is.
yeah. Flight transfers, Aegon ventilation area A.
Oh,
Didn't we pick that up already?
Nope, that is Emerald on Ventaria.
Lucarius on this side deciding to try to skip the super door to get hints. No, not to get hints, to get this artifact. My bad.
Pretty interesting. Both Cache A and Cache B have artifacts.
Yeah.
With a red key on top of...
Just a dark ammo expansion and tunnel.
Now, I wonder what Lucarius is going to do. But there's a Chica key sent for Tfaisi on top of... Oh, I don't know what that room is.
Furnace.
That's
Same
Furnace. The upper Furnace, okay.
Yep, upper furnace.
So that means Avina
Heavy
should
beam.
stumble into
Dark
Dark
beam.
Beam. Yeah.
Yep. Super missile, well, okay.
I say it's pretty safe to say Lucarius should go right for Sky Temple key hints.
Yeah. Especially with Noun having supers. I mean, we could skip the super door anyway, but
Yeah, but having it's a lot easier. You don't
yeah.
want to do that out of bounds if you don't have to. It's a multi-room out of bounds.
Yeah. Yeah. And they seeming to do some more of some of Magmore.
You know, it's a good thing Feisty didn't save when he was over in landing set with that warp to start. As
Yeah.
since our last day was here in Aegon, with that newly acquired dark beam from Avena, that gets Feisty light beams, since we can take the dark portal right next to command center.
Yep.
So that's going to be really beneficial to Feisty's movement.
Um.
And you know what? With Spider Ball in hand, I'd say, yeah, either. Oh, but you know that abandoned work site has Bavaria's suit. I'm not sure if
Well,
Feisty has
Feisty
that
doesn't know that
knowledge.
yet.
Oh,
I
so
don't think
that could.
Feisty knows that yet. And they don't have Spider Ball either, because I think it was on the
Oh,
frame side.
oh, I thought Feisty did have Spider. Oh no.
Spider was in Magmore, was like partially into
Right.
Magmore.
Oh, that's right. So Feisty's really got to get over to
Torvus.
yeah, to Torvis as soon as possible.
But it didn't seem like they have Seekers either. What is...
No, Seekers were found off of Zoid, which Shavina
Ah,
just did.
okay. Now I get SDK hints. Aerial training site. Fantastic.
Of course.
Mining Plaza!
Ta! No more is required. TTS.
House. Okay, so we need Annihilator.
And gravity.
Yeah. Well, I have Gravity. Under Transit 1.
That's a freebie.
Plaza Access.
We need boost ball.
Hazing Class, so... Oh, we need that boost ball, so we need Plasma. Okay. Transit Tunnel use.
Both gravity checks have STKs. That's hilarious.
Worms!
Yeah, we gotta do worms for mining plaza today.
Oh, that kind of hurts just a little bit.
I mean, Lucarius hopefully remembers which key he's missing. He saw it off of Great Temple. So that, I'd say Lucarius has a good route, you know, because Lucarius has Spider Ball, we know that. So he could go for right away for a Morbus after getting that key. Go to a Morbus, then take the elevator to Hazing Cliff and Sanctuary, do some Sanct cleanup, which routes into Torvis, and you get your lower Torvis keys. Well, it looks like Lucarius has found his way over to Grand Wind Chamber. That gets Dark Visor in hand. Feisty, meanwhile, is continuing through Dark Aegon. We just found Light Beam off of Vanilla Location. This gets us into Battleground, followed by the Battleground in cache, since we're coming here with Dark Visor for first pass.
Oh, I just realized, where's Echo? I only just realized this. We need Echo.
For what?
Mining Plaza.
Oh, heck. Yeah, we do need Echo for it. Yeah, that's fair.
That's
Okay.
concerning.
You know what? I think
Yeah.
it's safe to say let's go ahead and give our 1 hour rundown, shall we? All right, on the Echo side today, Lucarius, in order to achieve Go mode, we need Boost Ball and we need Echo Visor. Boost
Boost
Ball has
Ball,
been
Echo, and
located,
Annihilator.
and Annihilator. Thank you. Annihilator is unknown. Echo
Echo
is
is on.
unknown. And Boost Ball is behind Plasma Beam, so Prime has to get Plasma Beam regardless. Well, we need it for final bosses anyway. What am I saying?
Speaking of Plasma Beam, we're on the Prime side. We're missing Plasma Beam. Uh, at least Phazon for our bosses, and I don't know if Boost Ball's required. I don't think Boost Ball's required on our Prime side.
All right, let's go and shift our attention all the way over from left to right. We're going to go check in with Avina and Feisty over with Team Virtual Souls. With Feisty, we've just located Light Suit off of Battlegrounds in cache. That was a nice find, thanks to us having Dark Visor upon first pass. In order for Feisty to be in Go mode today, we must locate Boost Ball, Annihilator, Gravity Boost, and something else.
Echo.
Echo. I keep forgetting Echo. So we got a handful of stuff we're still missing.
Not often that Echo's required.
No, this is a rarity.
No,
And on what are we missing on
Days?
Avina's side?
We're missing quite a bit on Athena. Well, actually about the same thing as Days, which is, well, except for Varia, but I think we'll find Varia pretty soon. Wait, where did Feisty get Light Suit?
Battlegrounds in cache.
Oh. Oh,
Yeah,
that kinda hurt.
yeah. Upon a recent save warp, Feisty went through the Temple Grounds loop thanks to power bombs and started pulling off power bomb checks. That's where he found Dark Visor before doing the late Aegon work,
Ooh,
which led to Light
so
Suit. Light
the
Suit's
Crimes might need to go back for that.
well. The good thing is Feisty doesn't have only has one E tank, so Light Suit's perfect.
Yeah.
The problem we're going to find is that we don't know if Light Suits are going to be hard required or not. There aren't any checks that are really Light Suit locked. Well, there are a handful, but we don't have the information off of them.
Meanwhile, Dace is doing this terrible why, but
This terrible
well,
why? Fantastic.
this terrible trick. Okay, it's not that terrible. Uh, Spinner Manip is not terrible in this room, but like, ew. Dace, just get rid of the turret. Please. Thank you. Spinner Manip is not terrible in this room, it's just, why? Especially if you don't have, X-ray, which makes this pretty much a blind gambit if you want to be here for 5 minutes. I'm guessing Dace does not, so, it's just gonna skip right by that. Anyway, grapple beam comes in handy. Well, at least seeing a use for grapple beam. It's insane grapple beam being used, despite it being kind of useless. That's a related upgrade, so that's just missiles. Okay. Just missiles or a beam combo. That's whatever. Dace going in deeper into going Not labs, phase on mines. I bet. Probably gonna get stats by plasma sooner or later, but as of right now, pretty much can go through a lab, go through a mine without a hitch. It's just a matter of if how many missiles you realistically have. Just an E-tank and PMT. Plasma can be found in up to 3 runs away from a cursor. Oh boy.
No, that's gotta be on Plane of Dark Worship then. And that's
So
only locked by Dark Suit.
I was gonna say, trying to remember if that was the Echo Lock or not.
No,
No.
it you said it was up to 3 rooms from a cursed, right?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, then no, it's got to be Plane of Dark Worship, unless it counts the Cursed Lake itself as a beam related upgrade for Prime.
That's
So
not beam related. It literally just said plasma. Oh,
I know I was thinking so it's either on a Cursed Lake or Plane of Dark Worship. It's guaranteed. If it's Pod W, it is only locked by Dark Suit or enough energy tanks, both of which Lucarius has. If it's on a Cursed Lake, the only thing we need is Dark Visor and Seekers, which we also have. So
yeah.
Plasma is going to be coming soon to Dacian, which in turn will route back into
Going back
Kendra.
in the mines? No, going to Fen to get that boost ball.
Right,
Um,
because if Plasma's going to be like right soon,
yeah.
then might as well
Yeah.
get ready.
That is the plasma.
Oh,
Okay.
all right.
So all we're missing now on Dace's side is Phazon suit.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like Feisty is still going through Aegon Waste after coming back from Dark Aegon. It looks like they went right to Mineshaft following the Seeker logic. And unfortunately, Mineshaft didn't have anything of use for us. But with them going to Sand Canyon, I would say it's safe to guess that Feisty most likely is going for a Sanctuary play, and in turn will stumble into Hazing Cliff.
Yeah.
As for Avena, it looks like they're also in mines, are they not?
Yeah. Avena probably got into mines via the same way that Dace did with Advare, which I don't think of mines has been very fruitful for Dace, so it won't be very fruitful for Avena. That aside, Dace trying to skip Thardus, which I don't think will work, but we'll see.
I don't know. Personally, I would say fight Thardus. I mean, you're right here. It is a check. You know you're still missing a good amount of
Oh,
majors. I mean, you're still missing Gravity, you're missing Phazon. I mean,
we're really realistically missing Phazon at this point. Gravity would be a nice bonus, but we're just missing Phazon. Unless something is underwater, which would suck, but that's really only if it's hat. So, we're in Lucarius is grab. Yeah, I'm talking about on the Prime side, not the Echo side. We're on the Cause yippee. Yeah, gravity suit. Anyway, boost ball. Seemed like the guards were just waiting for that boost ball to be obtained just to get into Sank entrance. We can get zooming, well. We can start getting zooming on the Echo side at least. Oh, and Gravity Suit was behind the ice and Fen too, so.
Well,
Gravy.
that's a heck of a place to put it.
Right next to Boost Ball, which gives Dace a little bit more checks, especially if they start running out of some, but at this point, there's so many checks right open up to Dace right now, it really doesn't matter. Kind of Crash Satan, frigate is kind of just a last resort at this point in the race. They're choosing to use Screw Attack to fight the quad. Okay, no. Okay, there you go. There's the boost ball. And Avena looks like a reset on Vena's side. What is that? It's an artifact. Oh, right. The artifact was into tier 2. I forgot.
Well, that's not very nice. Why is Mama Sheegoth holding on to an artifact? Don't you know we need that to beat the game?
Well, Mama Sheegoth holding on to an artifact. I don't see a Mama Sheegoth.
Oh, I'm sorry. 1 second. Let me just go ahead and let me make a quick phone call. Oh, there she is.
There she is. Well,
Mama,
I don't see it. I don't see a Mama She. Oh right, they don't get annihilated. The joke was wasted. I forgot they don't get incinerated.
Nice try though.
Yeah.
Nice attempt. I don't see him. Well, he's right there. I mean, big old mean and angry.
The joke was there. I just forgot that they don't get incinerated by power bombs. I forgot it doesn't work like that in Prime. Anyway.
And a cobalt hint, which is just a joke hint. That's not cobalt, that's emerald. I clearly can't tell colors. I can't tell colors today.
Well, if you're in Torvis, you would think it's an emerald hint and not, you know, cobalt.
I forgot we were in Torvis. I was looking at Lucarius' stream and I was looking at the Dicey hint and I put 2 and 2 together and I was like, yeah, that makes perfect sense, doesn't it, Marion? Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear I've played this game before.
I swear, Marion has played Echoes before. I swear I've played Prime before. Don't fact check that.
You could try to fact check it. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna pull up anything. That's why I'm in the commentary booth a lot, Malin. That's why I stay up here with you in the commentary booth. Look, I tried to race before. Let me tell you a story, okay?
I don't race. I've played Prime Randomizer enough to know almost anything about it, but I don't race.
Yeah, let me tell you a story. I was about a good 15, 20 minutes into my first race, and I instantly died in Aegon Labs, so I had to forfeit.
Aw, that sucks.
But Lucarius pulled off a fantastic main gyro chamber skip. First attempt, nonetheless, that was amazing.
It looks like Dace just decided to go to Crash Frigate anyway.
Well, if Crash Frigate has Phazon, then
it's not well. It might have Phazon, it might have Boost Bolt. It would be much more preferable if it was Boost Bolt, so we can open up the gate. But if Phazon's here, then well, okay. I guess that works. And I guess this also does route good into mines as well, so getting the rest of mines with anyway.
Yeah, I mean, you have these checks, you know. I follow the same philosophy for any game. If you can do an item check, do it and get it out of the way. Oh, and it appears there's an artifact down here.
Yeah, there was. I knew about this hinted artifact down here. I at least remember this one, which surprisingly, you can get this one without gravity, and it kind of sucks.
Well, I remember the first time playing Prime and a few random items coming down here without gravity, and then the game tells you, hey, you need this certain upgrade to continue. And it's like, what do you mean? I just spent all the time trying to get down here.
Ah, yes. I spent all the time getting on here, so you need gravity suit? Great.
And then Avina popping Avina with a super missile right against the little security drone.
Yeah. Against the wall.
I mean, that security drone was just doing its job. Did you really have to fire a super missile at it?
Avina? Hello? You can
X-ray
go through
visor.
hat, but they can do the rest of this. Huh?
Melon, I think you're just so confused. I have no idea what you're thinking, and I'm lost.
But oh wait, no, I'm looking at Dace's screen. Oh.
I was about to say, what are you going on about? I'm so confused over here.
I was wondering what Dace was doing, not doing the rest of Cricket. Because they could just do the rest of it. And they decided not to.
I guess they just don't want to. I mean, he's all set.
That's so weird.
Oh, I know why.
Why?
How many artifacts does Ace have?
Oh, okay.
That's why. That's why.
Makes sense. Okay.
Lucarius doesn't need anything else to beat his game outside of stuff that's only in his game.
Dace doesn't need anything else other than. Dace doesn't need anything else right now.
Yeah, and oh, this also makes perfect sense. You could fight Ridley and get the location for your Phazon suit.
Yeah. Though Vina finding X-ray and Chunto Dynamo, I believe. The place where you normally get power buns in frame.
I mean, they're just coming off of Central.
Yeah, so Central Dynamo, yeah.
Well, it's amazing to see how much these route differences are. I mean, Avina's only riding 2 artifacts. Meanwhile, Feisties hasn't gone to anywhere in Torvus or Sank yet.
Yeah. Annihilator on Lucarius' side.
Well, one interesting place to put there. I mean, with gravity boost, we have Annihilator for TTE. I mean, Lucarius is in pretty prime position, pun intended. And we're going to go ahead and take this short little moment of silence to admire the wonderful composition of Prime and its music. I do love this Meta Ridley boss music. I can't talk. Yeah, the only thing Lucarius needs is Echo Visor. Echo is hard locked for Morbus.
Yeah. The echoes. Yeah. Well, the thing is, on Dace's side, they still have items to check, and that's kind of a... So it's not entirely out of the Prime player isn't entirely out of things to do just yet. So Lucarius isn't in their own device. Well, never mind. Okay, thanks for the echo hand.
Found it!
Oh, okay.
Oh,
so
Lucarius.
now we're just looking for Phazon.
Luca could have scanned the first round through Sanctuary and gone right for it.
Oh, we have to do Ridley like this because they don't have boost ball. That's right. Aww.
Yeah. No boost ball to hit his toe with.
No boost ball to hit his heart with. That do 500,000 damage.
And Avina just attempted attempted a damage run over in Magmore, probably to go get Feisty their Spider Ball, the same Basion did about 40 minutes ago. Unfortunately, yeah, I don't believe they made it. Yeah, no, they didn't get it.
Yeah, I thought they would be able to, especially with this amount of E-tanks. Just super... Oh, wait, no, they don't have any supers. That's not good. There you go. As it works, too. Just a little. Well, if Lucarius going about to go get Echo Visor. Oh, okay.
But where was Phazon?
Mines.
Of course. Phazon and Mines. Oh, can it be on OP, please?
I was about to say it could be on OP.
Make it a vanilla Phazon suit.
With the X-ray and Central Dynamo, it is very much a possibility. Oh no. Come on, vanilla Phazon suit. That'd be amazing. Or French vanilla too.
You know what? Avena has X-ray and the power bombs already. They might just do OP right since they're here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that is the wonder of having Plasma Beam. Being able to go through all of mines like this.
Yeah. Oh, Avina's in. Okay. I guess we'll see where Phazon's suit is, considering Avina's just doing the rest of Phazon mines.
And yep, wonderful statue skip since Luca is going from Sanctuary to Torvus. Now, statue skip, all you need to do to perform it is Boost Ball and Spider Ball. And it is, if you're trying to learn Echo's tricks, I highly recommending learning Statue Skip, as it is a very simple trick, and it will save you some time. Depending on
what's
how...
in PMT?
We don't even have that
Just
many
missile.
E-tanks to do it. Well, I mean...
Oh, Gase is gonna do the... Gonna jump over.
Bar skip.
Yep. Bar skip. Yep, V! Of course, not being able to lower the gate because we don't have boost ball, but... Oh. Oh, that's bold, I guess.
Darn it! Where's my vanilla Phazon? Where's my vanilla Phazon suit?
Where's our vanilla Phazon suit? Boo! I want to see the regen.
We're an hour and a half in. You want me just go? You want me just go? I get it. Let me just go call the runners real quick. Let me let them know. Hey, I'm sorry, but due to some qualification errors, we're gonna have to restart this race. Hope you don't mind.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you couldn't pay me enough to try to do that.
Though I'm also... Wait. Why did Lucarius not get Echo Visor earlier? Wait. What?
We don't know where Echo is.
Echo's in Sync Energy Controller.
Oh, right.
Literally directed hinted.
Oh, right. I remember the hint. Well, I think the reason Luca didn't go back for it is he's going to route that in for when he goes back to Aegon.
Okay.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking is once Luca is done here in... But
Race error in chat's favor. Okay,
yeah, no,
sure.
I think I see what Luca's doing here. They're gonna go through Torvis, get all the remaining keys here. Then they're gonna go back to Sanctuary from the Torvis elevator and lower. Use that to go to Sank Energy. Get Echo. Use the Aegon Spider elevator to route into a Morbus, and lead him and set him up right for Mining Plaza,
Ah.
which is a perfect route for Luca in this situation. And on the right, we see Feisty attempting to do a trick known as Air Underwater. Air Underwater is a fun trick, especially since we don't have Gravity Boost to go get that Thermal Visor.
Mm.
But in short, Air Underwater just... It allows us to do screw attack moves underwater, so... That gets us all the way across to where Avina's Thermal Visor is. And Thermal is a very highly used visor. Sometimes. And there we go. We get Sarah underwater. We know we've gotten the trick once the water becomes clear when we're standing in it. And now Luca's going for the second transport tunnel. Feisty will
No,
have a
Dace.
problem.
Don't do this.
What happened?
Dace is gonna be sitting here for a good few minutes doing the thing I mentioned earlier.
Oh, he's got no boost ball for it.
Yeah. Backfires are in Temple Grounds. Thanks, game. Ravina? I already went to back Magmar. You could go to back. You could go through PMT. What?
Yeah, but they still don't have Various Suit nor have that Spider Ball Feisty.
Oh, hey, look, Varia suit.
That was a good timing. Good timing.
Okay. So now the tide has kind of turned now, especially since we know where that Phazon suit is. It's basically the Prime player being left to their own devices and the Echoes player being basically done when they eventually go back for that Echo. Yeah, Avina hasn't had Varia for this entire race until Feisty got an abandoned worksite. No, it's gotten just about everything else. I'm not taking chances with those pirates, that's fair. Especially since they deal a lot of damage. Worksite? No. Abandoned workstation. I'm sorry. I don't know Echoes enough. That's Marianne's job. That's not mine.
Well, I was in the middle of writing down some notes and I sort of missed the entire conversation.
Uh,
But no, the Torvis location for Varia suit is abandoned worksite.
oh. Wait, oh my gosh. Now I get the joke. My brain is so smooth. Anyway.
Well, it's Baja after all, so
Yeah,
let's leave it at
I guess
that.
that's true. And then Dacian coming upon Central Dynamo.
Oh,
And
I think is Avena going for Thardus? Yeah, they're going for Thardus.
Thardus! We get to see the Stone of Bunny. I mean, what?
Well, hello, you big rock monster. While we have Avena fighting Thardus, Feisty is continuing through Dark Torvus, getting some more key cleanup, followed by the rest of the artifacts for Avena. We're still missing about 5 of them. Lucarius has gone out of bounds, and Aegon, we are going for Mining Plaza skip. This is an extremely difficult trick to pull off.
Especially since it's an SDK, so they have to get out.
And the problem is they can just fight a Morbus now without any hassle, but hey, by all means.
I prefer the Rock to the Dwayne Johnson. I prefer Thardus to the Stone of Bunny. I'm not sorry.
I prefer I Love Rock and Roll. It was a song from the 80s, and well, I think it fits Thardus perfectly. He's a big old rock monster rolling around the battle arena. I think it's perfect.
Yeah, that works.
And Lucarius is still trying to get Mining Plaza skip. We're out of bounds. We have the height we need. We're going to jump and fall right into the gate behind Mining Plaza. He's got it. Now comes the hard part, trying to screw attack out. We need to get a precise screw attack to bonk ourselves out of bounds.
If you do something other than fight Thardus, is that an alternative rock? Oh my god.
That is a terrible joke. That is not funny.
Oh.
But I just got aged by chat because of the reference to the 80s. Really? You're never guessing my age. I'll put that right now. You'll never get that.
I can't be aged as long as I don't get the joke.
Hey,
well, sadly I do, so...
Oh, we fought... Hey, Lucarius got out of Mining Plaza without any hassle. Look at that.
Yeah, there you go. Sadly, I get the joke, so I've now aged 10 years.
I've got to stop volunteering for these commentary events. I'm sorry. I've got to stop doing it.
But it's funny.
Yeah, no, I have a good time here. Don't worry.
Just leave the no. There's grapple beam on Avena's side.
That's one interesting place, putting grapple beam in the heart of Fendrana.
Yep. And there's our Phazon suit. That would put Dace in go mode, and Lucarius is going to fight final bosses right about now. Obviously, Lucarius is probably going to finish first, considering they're literally at the final boss. They're literally about to get to the final boss. And plus Exo takes forever. So... Most likely Lucaris is going to finish first.
Yes,
Feisty doesn't have any
unfortunately.
anti-Ks.
No,
Wait, what?
Feisty has not found any of them. There's a
Oh,
handful on
dude.
Avina's side, and there's most of them are on our side here in Lower Torvis.
Yeah. Ugh.
But with that being said, we're coming to the end of our race here, folks. Both Dacian and Lucarius have all their 9 artifacts and SDKs respectively, and will be going for their final bosses.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, routing just got Avina and Feisty in the end.
Yeah.
You know. And I gotta look at this closer. Is what I'm seeing correct? Yeah. Feisty still does not have super missiles. Those were found somewhere on Prime side.
I believe, yes. I think they're found in Prime. And then, yeah.
It was just routing that got both of them in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dacian and Luca were just so close to what each other needed. It helped them out tremendously. You know, I'd say big time was preventing a save warp from Dark Aegon to do labs first. That got Luca their light beam, and that's tremendously helped his routing by having it so early. That's not the audio button.
That's not the audio button. Oh,
nope,
no.
I was trying to swap audio for the bosses, not hit the done button.
Oh no, that's not good.
That's okay. We can reverse it. All right. Here we see the Emperor Ring 3 and the Metroid Prime. Both terrible bosses in their own right. Unfortunately, there was nothing we can really do to speed up either Emperor Ring 1 or 2. It was just spam fire, Annihilator, or Supers for Phase 1. Phase 2 is based on your Power Bomb logic. And Phase 3 is based on how you screw attack the feat. I know that may sound extremely weird, but there was meant to be an additional damage step for Emperor Ring 3. That damage step got scrapped during the final release, but the hitbox was left over by the developers, and we just abused that hitbox so much. As for Metroid Prime, we don't have any real way we can speed this up, can we, Malin?
No, not really. Unless we do exo skip, which... I don't... I've been told to refrain from talking about if people know about exo skip, so...
Well, yeah. if Sam was here, they'd probably go right for exo skip.
That's true.
Alright, Lucas trying to get a stun lock on Dark Samus. He's got a good rhythm going. Yeah, that's a solid Dark Samus force. Get great work by Luca there. Now, what we did is we waited for Dark Samus 3 to rise and then eventually crash back down after doing a set amount of damage. And once she comes crashing down, she's going to attempt to enter the center of the room. That's time for Luca. That's a final time, 1:38.14. But as far as DS4 skip goes, well, we're just stuck waiting. We have to wait till she crashes down and use our missile launcher. Missiles against Dark Samus 4 does practically just allow us to do massive damage.
Yeah.
As every time we fire a missile, they have to raise their phase-on shield. Once that shield goes down, there's a few frame window where we can input damage. Rinse and repeat. That's DS4 skip for you, folks. And now we're fighting Metroid Prime, the exoskeleton. Yeah. Meanwhile, Avina and Feisty still going at it. Avina's making their way back to Chozo, it looks like, while Feisty continues through Dark Aegon, using Dark Beam to clear out some of the remaining checks. Unfortunately, it appears that Sanctuary had the answer that Feisty needed due to the location of Echo Visor. Granted, Feisty still does not have any SDKs, and is most likely looking to try to find where super missiles are in order to actually go get key hints and figure out where he needs to be for the rest of the game.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll be waiting until both of them have a. Yeah. For now, just basically wrapping up at Metroid Prime. Thankfully, with Metroid Prime Essence isn't going to be too terrible because we actually have all our visors, unlike some races, which not having visors is dreadfully painful to. Just three. Twin Fire is being banned. Oh no. Anyway, looking at the race time room for what was going on. And Avina getting Spider Ball. Oh yeah, Marion.
Yes.
It's really. Oh no, this isn't the room. Never mind that. This is the other room. And
The
like
fire super missiles have finally been sent underneath the glass. They've finally been sent to Feisty. Yes, Feisty is able to get moving.
And seems like Dace is finished as well. So give a GG for the two of them.
Well, Dace isn't done quite yet. We still have to fight Essence.
Yeah. And the race time he's finished, but we're still waiting for the Essence phase to be done.
Yeah, we gotta wait for this restream to catch up to us.
Oh. Though that being said, if it's gonna take just a little bit, oh.
Up and up. I
Yeah.
think there we go. That's a GG. That's a solid completion. And with that being said, we're now joined by partners in Prime. Congratulations, you two.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is something.
That is a confirmed forfeit from Virtual Souls.
Could say this is a Dread Seed, but I would be wrong. Especially with supposedly having to fight a Morbus, but that didn't happen. Sadly, no Worm Jam.
Yeah, it was close for a while there, but sadly not.
Yeah, that was a pretty impressive mining plaza skip, though, Luca. That was nearly first try to get out.
Yeah, I'm surprised with myself because I haven't done that one in a while.
Surprised you got it so fast. All right, the invite should have been sent out to Virtual Souls, so we should be having Feisty and Avina in here momentarily.
So correct that Feisty has no SDKs collected, or is that a bug on the tracker?
No, that is correct. No SDKs were collected.
I see.
Super missiles were only recently sent by Avina due to his extremely late entry into Torvus.
Oh, okay.
But with that being said, we are welcomed by Avina over from Virtual Souls. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, you don't want to know the answer to that.
It's good.
No, we're doing okay. What am I saying? Oh, we're just waiting for Feisty to get in here. That invite should have been sent out.
I
Hopefully.
don't think Feisty is going to join.
No.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
that's okay.
Alright.
So with that being said, let's go ahead and get this interview started, shall we?
So. Yeah, let's see.
Let me
'cause-
check where Morph or Boost was for me, actually, because that never showed up, I can see.
Yeah, Prime Boost Ball was just missing the entire time.
Oh, Elder Chamber
Okay.
is where that is.
Elder Chamber?
Oh.
For
Plasma?
what?
For Prime Boost.
Yeah, Plasma Locked, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's not great.
Glad we didn't need boost. Right? Right.
And just a comment,
That was
Feisty did,
painful.
Feisty did leave his words behind. Don't really have much to say, except, good lord, I need to not think I have boost the entire game.
Yeah, that's a good summation.
Mhm.
Oh, I'm gonna go. Wait, I have boost after I've already gone there.
Ah,
So how did that
Yeah.
play out for you guys?
The beginning of the game, we did not play out very well at all. It was the two of us trying to remember Echo's logic together while I was in BK on the Prime side. I sorry, I'm trying to remember. It was like 2 hours ago. I got my missile launcher from TAS, I think.
yeah.
Probably
Yes.
like 10
That's
minutes
alright.
in, and that was where I got out of the initial BK. And then I spent another 5 or 10 minutes trying to get the ice beam from landing site, and then suddenly got my morph ball to get that, power bombs, blah blah blah. It all opened up and then did everything else pretty quickly. Yeah, the very, very early game was not great, and then the mid-game stuff was kind of like, all right, well, I can get into mines, I guess. I'm in BK, but those are checks. Find Phazon. Oh, here's your Varia, so you can turn around and go do stuff for that, and so on.
Gotcha.
Well, I guess with that, let's right away, both on the Prime side, you both went for Alcove, and you immediately found Flamethrower.
Yeah. Did I get it? Did I get it a second time? Did I finish with it? I don't remember.
No, you didn't get it the second time.
Invalidated.
They all run
same.
validation right there.
No
So
more
I think-
validation. Gotta run it
I
back.
think we were quite lucky with the item sequence. We usually got the items like right as we wanted them, or close to.
I do want to say you both got lucky over in Aegon Labs. Luca, you
Oh,
especially. You were going right for that save, right to the
Yup.
warp to go back to landing site. Just as you got dark, he's like, "Wait a second now! Don't
Yeah,
take the warp."
Yeah, Days was like, Dark beam, Dark beam, Dark beam. I was like, no, on that same
That's a shame. I got that's a huge shame. If I had not, I don't want to talk about Twin Fires. If that didn't happen, man,
Man.
Magmore seemed to be a real big headache today. I mean, Barrier Suit being where it was
Yeah.
bad to route in Torvis, especially.
I don't. I think I missed the R jump in Twin Fires more times in this race than I have in this entire year prior combined.
Oh dear.
Yeah. So,
Hmm.
Well,
but I had plasma with the save down in lower mines, so
Yeah.
I tripped
it?
over Phazon suit on accident.
That plasma was like so free.
Yeah.
Like whereas plasma, and then I think it was Lucarius that got the hint. We're like, oh, that's so free.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
just like, tripped over it.
Yeah.
That was
Okay,
lucky.
so we were pretty close to getting STK, hence that was the next thing Feisty was going to do. But we did not get them.
No, it had to been based around the super missiles. There was just either you have your supers or you hope you know how to do the out of bounds to bypass the door.
Yeah, and I picked up supers and spider. Just right at the end there.
And unfortunately, there was just so much progression hitting behind both upper Sank and lower Torvus combined that it just it was. You did put up a good shot though. You know, don't be sad with what's happened. You both put up a really good fight today.
Oh no, I had a great time. Feisty also did really, really well for not playing Echoes. He did significantly better than I would have. Had a good time.
Yeah, you know what? That's what matters in the end. As long as everyone's here to have fun, having a good time, that's the most important part about these events.
But I wanted to know, where were the SDKs? Were there any, I guess, that I was committed to? Because I was going to get my thing and then just finish and hope it played out.
Let's see, we had TTE, TTS, Intertransit 1, Mining Plaza, you knew Hazen Cliff you're right in front of. What else was there? A few in Prime, I think 1 or 2 in Prime.
I think
Times I wanted to know.
there was the.
I haven't followed up. I can check. Hold on.
Yeah, I wish I wrote them down, but I forgot to write them down today.
All right, let's see.
I think Lava Lake is one of them, and then.
Oh
something
boy.
Chozo.
You have Lava Lake, Plaza Access in Torvus had one. Research Lab Hydra.
Oh,
Aerial training sites are the last ones.
That's terrible. So Hydra and Lava Lake.
Yeah.
We were not close to me finishing.
Also, main PBs was in Hydra Access Tunnel for Echoes.
The one check I skipped.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I wasn't going for hat. I do want to shout out. Oh my goodness, I almost got the boostless Life Grove.
Oh, close.
You went for it.
I went for it because I was going to reset and go through all of late fin backwards anyway. And it's like, what's 30 extra seconds when I'm technically out of logic already? And I thought I got it, and then my ball just didn't quite get over the lip, and I was so sad about it. I spent all morning practicing that and early wild. I was ready to show off. Then nope.
Close.
Time to quit.
I see you guys got light suits, and I just looked at the credits. That was in Battlegrounds. That could have been bad for us if light suit was required.
Yeah.
I never got that hint.
Yeah, we did get the hint for that. I don't know if we got the hint for the Battlegrounds.
And also, we don't talk about what happened in Grand Twin Chamber.
Fair.
I don't remember.
Talk about the stuff we don't talk about my Twin Fires.
There was 2 suit hints, and we thought it was the same suit. And we're like, okay. So maybe it's just the same suit, and then when I realized, wait a minute, Feisty has light suit. Well, that's not good.
Yeah, no, going to get that Dark Visor off the Wind Chamber Grand Hallway was a good play at the start, getting Dark Visor checks early for late Aegon, but unfortunately in the end, Dark Visor just had little practical use outside of a Cursed Lake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cursed Lake. What did the Cursed Lake have?
It had an item, I can say that. I don't know what item it was, but it had something.
That's something. I don't think either of you checked it, so it didn't really even matter.
No, I've got my mind's a fluster right now.
It's okay.
Yeah, the ending was kind of close though with X-Ray, because if that was not in Lower Mines, we would have been playing for quite a while more.
I think.
Yeah, that was a great spot for X-Ray.
Yeah. We saw X-Ray from Avena, and then Dace was doing Ridley, and then checked the Ridley hint, and we saw, oh yeah, Phazon suits in Phazon Mines. And we wanted so badly for OP to be the Phazon suit. And then you found, and we're like, oh.
I mean, you're going the rest of the way down anyway.
But like, oh.
The ideal would have been PCA, so you know.
Yeah, and because it wasn't,
I'm still gonna do the skip. It's so much faster.
that's okay. Because phase on suit was where it was, you two have to do this cross game once again. So you might as well reset your seeds.
True that.
I will say, as far as J seeds go, I'll take it.
Yeah.
It wasn't terrible.
No, it wasn't terrible.
It was a horrid early game, just trying to find Varia to help Prime out,
Oh my
along with the location of Morph Ball of all things.
Missile in Frigate Crash Site Access, whatever that's called.
Yeah.
That's a spot for the missile launcher.
The missile knows where it is because it knows where it isn't, and hey, look, it's in TAS.
Well, that was the Prime missile. That was funny. The Echo's missile was just rude.
Bad. Yeah.
And here comes a Prime Morph Ball on top of the Jump Guardian ship.
Yeah, it was really bad.
Yup. I was kind of happy that was there with the way I routed. Kind of straight went for that. That was nice. If it wasn't in labs, I would have been late to the party.
Yeah, you did have a late entry to labs, you know. But I mean, on the bright side, once you got to labs and that dark beam was sent, that routed perfectly for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Your light beam was right there in vanilla, so.
Yeah, and then the bombs for Prime were also perfectly timed, so they could do reverse Jozo. That was really nice.
Yeah, that worked out well.
Our bombs were not well timed.
Yeah. A lot
I think
of my mic died. Anyway, a lot of what Dace and Lucarius was basically getting items right when they needed them, or like it was just back and forth.
Would have been hilarious. Would have been hilarious if you got that save warp in Aegon, though. That's still that would have been nice.
That would have been something. I mean, hopefully, if we found that like 5 seconds later, I would have saved there anyway, so I could just reset immediately back. But yeah.
Yeah.
Because I probably would have planted a pivot save there in case Dark Beam shows up.
Yeah.
Right. No, that makes sense. It's a good routing just to get the entirety of Dark Labs. You already had the information for light beams, so it was a nice pivot.
But yeah, Avina, any final thoughts?
No, not really. I had a good time. Our timing was off, but I feel like we did a pretty good job for never playing together, and also, you know, poor Feisty playing Echoes for the first time in God knows how long.
Yeah.
I think
For sure.
all things considered.
As long as you had fun with it, that's what matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long as you guys have fun, it's fine.
I can't speak for Feisty, but I had a great time.
All right, so I guess with that being said, is there any final words from anyone before we close our program today?
See,
GG's.
Question mark? And GG's.
GG's. Watch the rest of the Echoes tournament. It's been awesome.
And watch Lucarius as he wins. Thirdly.
Hey.
Hey.
Hey, wait a minute.
That depends if Jay generates your race or not.
True.
That's very much,
I'm sorry, but
so
it's...
far today, undefeated in Seeds J's rolled. So.
All right, Malin. Any final thoughts on your side, Malin?
Not really. Not that I can think of.
No. All right. I guess with that being said, let's go ahead and get out of here before we start taking up too much Speed Gaming's time. So with that being said, does the bot work today or is it broken again? Let's find out. Oh, it does work today. Hey, look at that! It works.
It works.
Hey, let's go.
It works finally.
Oh wait, that's not the CGC command, is it?
That was the NPR.
Found it.
Yeah.
There it is.
All right, with that being said, thank you everyone for joining us here at Speed Gaming for our cross-game clash once again. It's always a blast having these events held, but unfortunately, we will not have this next week, as next week we're going with, with the Echoes tournament, we're not doing that. But on the 15th of September, it is the 15th, I'm getting my notes backwards. On the 15th, we'll have our Prime weekly once again with alternate settings. So that's going to be one fun race to come down with.
Yep.
As far as the Echoes tournament go, all the weeks have been completed. We are moving into the bracket stage. More information to follow once we have it available. That's all based on the tournament organizers to handle. So unfortunately, no information from us on that yet. But if you'd like to keep up to date on anything Randovania or Metroid Prime related, the information for our servers posted below. Dacian, Lucarius, Savina, and Ficey, thank you for joining us here today for the CGC. All 4 of you put on an amazing race, and it was absolutely wonderful to see. So give yourselves a big round of applause for it.
And thank you for commentating. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Of course. If you'd like to keep up to date with any of the runners you saw today, their Twitch link's been posted below. If you'd like to keep up to date with Malin or I, you're more than welcome to, although I don't do anything, so you're not going to find anything.
I don't stream much either, but
Great, so don't bother about that then. So with that being said, that's it from us on the Metroid Prime community for today. We'll have more information on the weeklies and the Echoes tournament to come sooner. Come soon. I don't know why we're saying sooner. I can't English.
Soon.
That works. Let's wrap this up. So everyone stay safe. Have a great rest of the day. And we'll see you next mission.
See you next mission.
See you next mission.
See you next mission.